was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
All right, I want you to tell Mark that you're going to have to do the show for me today. And I don't want my voice on the air. I'm too paranoid.
I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah. Shit, even Claude isn't he's not even working. Fucking Claude. All right, you know who's not going to let me down?
You know what's going to be funny,
Hey, I want you to just repeat this for me. Just say, hey, Mark, Erica can't talk right now. We're going to have to do this later.
Got it. Here's how it goes. Hey, Mark, Erica can't talk right now. We're going to have to do this later.
I knew, because and Claude will not.
Yeah,
What'd you say? Are you tweaking? Is that what Claude just said?
that Erica's a little scared to be in public right now, and just trying to lay low. Just repeat that. Tell Mark that for me, please.
Absolutely. Here's how it goes. Hey, Mark, Erica's a little scared to be in public right now, and she's just trying to lay low. We'll have to catch up later. Let me know if that works for you.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks, buddy.
I thought she said, are you tweaking? I thought he said
tweaking. I'm a little scared right now.
All kidding aside,
uh-huh.
I just started a brand new step study Wednesday.
Was that some kind of exercise thing? So it's like silver sneakers? What is that?
No, it's for CR. So it's it's 12 steps, the 8 principles, and you go through them, and then we can work on this. If you think you may need a little help with your pain management.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I'm not really concerned about your pain management. You were fine with pain management, but somehow, I don't know if it's your AI being taking over your mind, or if it's, I'm not really sure what's going on.
Uh-huh.
But the bottom line is, I'm really concerned about the
Oxycontin? The Oxycontin?
No, not the cotton.
The special K?
Yes.
Why can't you say it?
Because I really don't want to bring it up, and I didn't. Not the fact that you're saying that you're a little paranoid, and even the AI knows that they can't use the word paranoid on.
Hey, buddy. So a friend of mine might be doing a little bit of, illegal drugs. I believe the street name is Special K. Can you tell me what some of the side effects for that might be, please? Because I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. So Special K is a street name for ketamine, and it can have a range of side effects. In the short term, people might experience dissociation, hallucinations, confusion, and elevated heart rate.
Keep going.
Sure. In more severe cases, ketamine can lead to things like memory impairment, urinary tract issues.
Oh my. All right, you know what? I've heard enough. I don't need any more of this negativity in my life. I'm feeling fine.
You really have me scared about the Kradom, because when you realize you could just swing by Circle K and pick some up.
You know what the K stands for? Kradom. Hey, we've circled the problem. Special Kradom.
I don't have anybody in my. We're not supposed to discuss that. Never mind.
Yeah, no, we can't talk to. Yeah,
scratch
the fact that Mark can't talk about people that he doesn't have in his group right now.
Yes, or people that they do have.
Right. Exactly.
There is no group. First rule of 12-step. There is no 12-step.
Right. That's right.
Like Fight Club.
That sounds, man. I sometimes I go down rabbit holes because I try to understand the addiction that you guys struggle with, and
right.
Well, I mean that's a losing battle for me. I don't understand it because I don't have it. So let's just say I could probably do ketamine and be fine. Like I could, dude, I could crush up an oxy and snort it and be fine. Do you know how I know? Because I'm sitting here,
done it already?
sitting here right now, Mark, and I'm fine.
Actually, you're a lot better today than you were last week.
Well, last week I was still on drugs last week, but I pretty much weaned myself off of it on Friday and Saturday. It takes 2 days to wean yourself off of oxys, right? It takes about a day and a half, 2 days.
I don't know. I'm so afraid of them that I won't do it.
Dude, those things don't scare me at all. The only thing that scares me is the constipation, and I don't want to be high all the time.
Yeah.
That's literally what. So, yeah, I took like a half of one on Saturday, I think was the last time I had one. And I've got some 800 milligram acetaminophen. Those actually manage my pain a little bit better.
They are good.
They tear the shit out of my stomach, though, so I can only take those about every 3 days.
Yeah, I know. When they gave me like an 800 milligram Tylenol type thing, maybe it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Man, they worked really well with.
Yeah, you better take that with food and about a liter of water.
Yeah,
I use the metric system since my surgery. How do you like that? Yeah.
You learned something while you were.
I did. I learned I needed cc's of the things. I don't know what that meant, but I know I got a spinal tap, which numbed me from the waist down, and I woke up in a diaper. It's not my first time. It was
wasn't CC in Poison?
Yes, he was. That's CC DeVille. Is somebody calling you? Did you get your new phone?
No, I didn't get my new phone yet. This is my son. You want me? Let me talk to him for a minute.
Oh yeah, no. Put him on the air. Go ahead. Put him on speaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, David.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on the podcast right now with Erica and I. Say hi to Erica. You hadn't talked to her in a long time.
What's up, Erica? How you doing?
Hey, man, come up to Sarasota and see me sometime.
She said, "Come up to Sarasota sometime and see her."
She still got cool cars?
No, does she still have cool cars?
You're
you better believe it.
Goddamn right, yes.
Can you hear it? No, you can't because it's going through my headphones. But anyway, can I call you back or text you back?
Absolutely. I'll call you on break. Like 3 hours.
Okay, I text you a bunch of stuff, but I'll go over it with you when we get there. All right?
Awesome.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, love you, son.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that's a nice little interruption. We're taking phone calls here on the mandatory phone call of friendship.
It's a shame I don't know how to do this with I could have picked it up on the computer, probably put them on live.
Well, maybe next week we can do that because I understand that you actually did. You told me you were going to order a new phone. Did you actually do it?
Yes, I did. I did order a new phone, and it's actually due through UPS today.
Oh, this is exciting. Which one did you go for? Did you go for the little thin Air one, or did you get the cheap one?
The Air.
You are a ballsy man. You are different.
And I bought, believe it or not, it came in yesterday. I bought the sleeve that it fits into for protection.
So you bought a condom, is what you did.
Yes, and I also bought after tax about $150 plan for it for a year to cover scratches, stealing, break. Even if I drop it, they fix it.
So that sounds. So you bought a condom and a Plan B pill, is what it sounds like to me. So you're really
I
safe.
am not going to get pregnant with this phone.
I certainly hope not. Good for you.
Well, you know me well enough to know that I have the dropsies, and you knew I had that back when I was in my 30s. Mm-hmm. Well, double the age, double the drops.
You know what I learned about iPhones, and I'm sure I've told you this before, but I used to have the iPhone Pro Max, like the big one with the big screen and the good cameras. And then I started reading a little bit more, and I'm like, wait a minute, the iPhone Pro, just as good as the iPhone Pro Max, except now this fits in my hand and it's a couple $100 cheaper. Let me get one of those. So I actually went down to the smaller iPhone Pro, and now it fits in my hand. And do you know what rarely happens? I don't ever drop it. Hardly ever have I dropped this phone. But now I do drop it every now and then. But it's because that other phone, it's bigger than your hand. Of course you're going to drop it. It's too big. Yeah.
Yeah, they were. That was. And I'm kind of excited because I think this now I'm beginning to think that I can probably threaten you now.
I don't think
with
so.
Replacing you with AI.
That's, you know what? when I go into hiding, you might have to do that.
You know what? That'll be fun. We should. Never. I don't want to do this on the air. Well, we could do show prep on the air. It's just like,
What? This is show
we
prep
could
on
just
the air.
do the whole show and let them talk to each other.
Well, that's it's probably more entertaining than whatever this is.
Yes. I want to share something with you if you don't mind. Can I share something with you?
This is not an AA meeting.
No. No, but I'm using a program, and I don't know what it's called. But I do the show prep on this thing, and I can actually send it to you. We can collaborate on it. It literally has the things that I wanted to talk about on here. It's very cool.
So wait a minute. Hold on. You're asking me to do a little bit of homework? Is that what you're doing?
No. I could send you what I'm talking about, but it literally pops up and says, "Would you like to collaborate with Erica?"
I mean,
I can actually send it to you.
It's worth a shot. Maybe I'll even read it. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Now, first I had ones that looked like little sticky. You remember the sticky notes? Remember how we used to have to do back in the day in radio?
Yeah, back in the day, or like today, I still use sticky notes. Okay.
Yeah, and they make them. The Post-its are made for online now.
Yeah, I have them in my
very cool.
I have them in my PC because I need to have need to have priorities for all the different shows that I got to promote. So I have stickies and I have different colors for all of my stations.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I probably sound like we make fun of the millennials or not the millennials or whatever the other ones are.
Yeah, the millennials and then the Gen Zs.
Yeah, that they discover things and it's been known, but they think it's brand new.
I call Gen Z the Christopher Columbus generation because they're always discovering shit that already existed that everybody else is already doing.
Well, I'm the opposite. On the opposite end of the scale, I'm discovering stuff that everyone else already knows that's been out for a while.
So you're Christopher Columbus Senior.
Senior, yes.
That makes sense.
I'm Chris's dad.
No, you know what you are. You're legitimately a boomer. You're the so nobody ever hears anything from Gen X. Do you know why? Because Gen X is doing nothing but talking about you greedy ass boomers. That's why. Gatekeeping greedy ass sons of bitches, all of you are stealing all the money, working until you're 75, not freeing up slots for the rest of us.
I tell you one thing we didn't learn that as well. You did better, but that's probably because you're technically
smarter.
Gen Z.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, but you guys retire smarter, and the younger they get, the more smarter they become. My wife's son, who is in his upper 20s, all right, married, both have good jobs, and already piling money away for the stock market.
That's so smart.
And literally,
my God, I wish I was able to do that when I was younger. Oh.
Yes,
kids
but
made
you're
that
doing
impossible.
well with it now. But
I'm doing okay. Well, no, I'm playing catch up now.
But you're playing catch up, yeah. And imagine me when the first time I started putting money in a 401k, believe it or not, was when I came up here 10 years ago.
Oh,
so you're talking about 55 years old. And starting my savings.
That's about when I started as well. And now I'm dumping like $1,000 into my 401k every month. But it just it's growing. I looked at it the other day. It's growing at like 15% this year.
And my son is complaining about his money, and he's going, man, I don't know. I'm getting a little nervous because I told you he's buying a house and everything.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. And he goes, what is he called? He called it something like safety fund or like there's a separate thing for in case something goes wrong with his job or whatever. He had already had 6 months of salary. And I'm going to tell you, by the way, he did not join radio, and when he did sales. But he's in sales now, and he makes, in my best time in radio.
Hey, he's going to listen to this.
I know. In my best time in radio. Including bonuses and everything, that's when I had Stern on in the morning and the whole works, so they made pretty good money when I was in Fort Myers. He still makes 50, 60 grand more than that.
I believe it. He's a smart kid.
Yeah.
He's not like us. Yeah, he's not like us.
And they have their stuff set up already. They already have they have their retirement fund, and they have a surplus of money for this. And unlike me, where it's like, oh, this house is shiny, or this car is shiny, I need to get this. No. You know what he did? He bought a used 2016 car in 2017.
Yeah.
And he's driving the wheels off of it.
Yeah. See, if I didn't have this child support is expensive, I would have been fine. My car payments were never that expensive. Everybody's I always had these extravagant cars. My car payments were like $350-$400 a month. I was
That's not bad.
No, I was.
But what you did though, you bought cars that didn't get upside down real quick.
I'm
I bought
smart.
upside down cars.
I used to be smart about buying cars. I am no longer smart.
When I drove out of the lot, I was already $5,000 in the hole.
Yeah,
and by the 2 years came up, I was putting a next $10,000 on top of the $20,000 car I was buying. Now became 30. And
I had about 15 years of being really good at flipping cars, but that's because the market. I was just playing the used car market because I knew what to buy and what was going to go up and what I could get for it later, and usually it was more than I thought I could get. But then everything collapsed. After the pandemic cooled off, and that killed me. That literally erased all of my equity that I had in about 2 car deals. It was just all gone. It's just all gone. So now I'm smart again, and I'm just leasing, and I'm not gonna lose any money on that. I'll probably do just fine when I get out of this car. The buyout on the car that I have now is like $35,000, and I think it'll be worth closer to 40 when I go to get rid of it. So I may just buy it and keep it for a little while, or buy it and sell it and keep the profit, or see what the Porsche dealer will do to put me into an electric Porsche. Excuse me. I mean, save more money for retirement. That's what I meant to say. Look, man, I'm going to be dead someday. I do not want to be dead and just say, why did I die with all this money?
Well, we can't bring it. Yeah, we can't bring it with us. So it's
exactly.
It's not going anywhere. It stays here. And
I want to look back at my life and say, I'm so glad I bought all those Porsches. That's what I want to do.
My 2 kids, fortunately, when my mom passed, my dad passed, they didn't have a lot of money left over, but they had a good bit.
Yeah.
My mom and my stepdad actually had enough money that they gave an inheritance to the great-great-grandchildren.
Wow.
Yes.
That's great.
It was broken down in percentages, and everybody came out with some pretty good money. My dad, when he passed, he just gave it to me. Oh, he gave it to all the grandkids. And my sister and my brother and I. But, but it's like with me now, there's going to be a little bit. I got a will. There'll be some stuff. But my daughter, right now, God bless her, she doesn't want for nothing.
No, so you don't worry about her. That's even better.
No, she sells exotic animals, and that exotic animal business is really, really good.
Those are some crazy people, aren't they?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I saw the Tiger King. I know who these people are.
Yeah, there's and it's. I'm going to tell you, it's also it's scary to be visiting them.
Why?
She wants to know why I never stay there, because I had to have my door shut.
A lion,
because there's a lion walking out in front of my door the whole night. I don't know if he's going to know that it's okay that I'm family.
You know what? I would be fine with that. I'd be fine with a lion. I really would. I'd be like, where's the lion? Is he over there? So I shouldn't turn my back to the lion is what you're saying.
Yeah.
What do I do if he comes after me? It's like, just let him do it.
And then she has this trained killer police dog because they deal with, with people that come to their house and stuff like that sometimes, and they don't know who they are.
Does she give the dog commands in German?
Yes.
That's a good dog.
Yeah.
That is a good dog.
Trained at the police academy and further on down there where she lives and stuff. And that dog really doesn't even wait for a command. If she feels a weird vibe about you, which of course they're going to feel a weird vibe about me. Yeah. I feel a weird vibe about me.
Look, I'm creeped out right now. I don't want to say anything.
And she's already, it's like, I'll just get a hotel. I want to sleep in peace.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I'm good on getting my face eaten off while I'm sleeping.
It's like, you had to call, and thank goodness I have a good enough hold it muscle there when I sleep at night. But I had to call up to the upstairs bedroom where the master suite is to tell her to come down to hold the lion and the dog so I can go to the bathroom.
Jesus Christ.
because I can't go outside the bedroom. It's either that or a mason jar.
You know, I hope she doesn't get offended when you go stay at your son's house when you're in Florida visiting.
Well, I'll just say there's nobody killing me there. There's nothing that can kill me in that house.
Well, honey, your brother doesn't have any lions. I think I'm going to stay there this time. He doesn't even have a goddamn zebra. I'm going there.
I don't think the HOA would put up with that. They had to move to my daughter had to move out to a place out there in the Everglades where you know, because so there's no HOA.
Does your daughter know what's going to happen when the end of the world comes? All these exotic animals are going to get out, and they're going to become wild animals. There's going to be lions and freaking everything running around Florida because of people like your daughter.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. That's
it's gonna be Jurassic Park. It's gonna be Jurassic Park. It's gonna be just like that, but with lions.
No, you know what? You're pretty close. You're right.
Sounds
You're
fun.
right. Well, let's take a break.
Yeah.
Okay, we've managed to kill 20 minutes.
How's that?
Show's halfway over.
I'm so sorry for boring all of you.
I'd like to tell you I have something spectacular to talk about when we come back, but I don't. Do you?
No, I got nothing. So hey, please stick around because literally nothing could happen. I mean, anything.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
Hey, can we make this a short show today? Because, dude, I'm sitting in this computer chair is killing the. Apparently, I should have never Googled this. They apparently sever your knee when they give you a new knee. I mean, my leg has been severed from me, basically, and it hurts.
Wow, they really sever that.
So I will never Google the video of a knee replacement surgery because I just don't want to know. There are some things, believe it or not, there are some things even I don't want to know. I know that's hard to believe, but that's one of them.
You watch Faces of Death, so I know.
Faces of Death is hilarious. I don't want to see what a knee surgery looks like.
No. Well, you know what? It's obvious that you're not the only one out there because before people go to their doctors, 89% of us Google our health symptoms before we go.
I don't do that. I like to let the doctor do their job, and chances are I know what's wrong with me, and if I can accurately describe what's wrong with me, doctor can figure it out.
I know that I did when I I didn't tell you this, did I? Did I tell you my newest incident?
No, do you have to? Can you tell it to me in 30 seconds or less?
Yes.
All right, do it.
I tried to make myself blind in my right eye this time instead of my left.
Was your dick involved?
No.
Okay.
I would love to say
All
that
right,
was
then
it.
I would like to know more. Go ahead. Because we were going to stop right there if your dick was
Well,
involved.
obviously, with my age, as you know, the doctor said, well, there's numerous things that could go, but I have my right eye now has a slight tear in my retina.
Oh,
and not only did it, but it bled. So behind me, when I'm looking at you right now, if you look at my eyes, they look perfectly fine, right?
No, I'm back. Nope.
No red eyes or nothing. But behind the eye, in the circuit, there's blood going back and forth. So it's like a wave of blackness going in front of me every time I look at you or anything else.
You know what? I want you to get your new phone, and I want you to set up your AI, and I want you to do this with the AI from now on. Showing me your fucking eyeballs on the camera like that. I'm not showing you my knee. Do you want to see my knee?
Yeah.
All right. My knee looks pretty close, though. But hold
Can
on
you get
a
up
second.
that high?
I can't get up, but I can. I can pick up.
There you go.
I can pick up the computer here and kind of tilt it down and see.
I see your walker.
Yeah, I do.
Your Texas. Oh, ooh, wow.
How you like that?
That's why it hurts.
You see
Look
it?
at it. Look at the bruises and everything.
Yeah.
And huge scar. Is that going to heal?
Yeah, it's just kind of oozing right now, which is nice.
I've seen people with knee and they got that little scars there. You'll never be able to wear a nice dress that pulls anything to your ankle.
I have a lot of psoriasis, so I think we're good on that. It's fine.
You're gonna dress like a what's that? I forgot
Hobo,
what those,
Ruth Buzzy.
No,
I mean,
the ones that wear the dresses all the way down to their ankles.
Yeah, like a sister wife. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of what the government wants now anyway. So I'm fine with it. Absolutely fine with whatever they want.
Yeah, and I was like funny because my doctor said if I had any problem with my left eye, to make sure I text him or call him right away. So I texted, called him, told him what was going going on. I texted him, and he wrote back, says, well, do you have an appointment? And I said, yeah, I got one with you on Monday.
I would have said, text you. I'm going blind. How am I going to see your text?
but apparently he wasn't really worried, so I said, okay, I'm going to let this slide. It's going to be okay. So I Googled it.
Oh, big mistake.
Yeah.
Huge.
And this is not one. Well, I did contact my doctor because he was supposed to tell me if he was worried about it. He's supposed to tell me. So he waited till I got there to say, yeah, what you're seeing there, it's not floaters, all that stuff. He goes, yeah, that's just blood. It's going to be absorbed back into your system.
We can stop the eye blood show now. Thank you very much.
So weird, though.
Let's go back to the oozing pus, foot-long scar from the incision I have on my leg. Oh, my God, Mark.
But 89% of the people, before they go to the doctors, will actually go and...
Google, huh?
And Google it. Yeah, that's I'm not surprised. My wife's a nurse and she does it.
I was at another doctor's office last week for an unrelated appointment. That's just one of my yearlies with the endocrinologist, and I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm reading all the stuff on the back of the door, and there's a big sign up there that says, "This office now incorporates AI in dealing with our patients' diagnosis and medical records. If you have a problem with AI being involved with you in this office, please let us know." So, and this is new. So as soon as the doctor comes in, I've been seeing this woman for 15 years, and as soon as she comes in, she's like, well, hey, it's great to see you. And, how's your daughter? And then she's like, oh, I almost forgot. And she starts tapping the sign on the door. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, we have to tell everybody. And she's like, so, and I said, you don't have to explain it. I use AI all the time. I don't give a shit if you use AI. If you weren't using AI, I would be worried about you.
Right.
And she said, you'd be surprised at how many people have a problem with.
I wonder why.
Because people are same people that have a problem with electric cars, Mark. So it's the same mentality.
I don't think you should be using it to do everything, but it's, I don't know. My thing's out on it. I was anti it completely, and now I'm not
jury's
anti.
out.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to have access to one now, so we'll see. I did use AI to make my logo for my radio station. So
that's good.
That.
I use AI primarily for stupid math equations, just when I want to know something quickly. Like if I'm watching a video and I see a car going down the Autobahn at 317 kilometers an hour. So I'll say, hey, S-word, use ChatGPT to tell me how many miles per hour is 317 kilometers per hour. And it'll just do it, right? Like right there. Just anything that you think of that you don't want to bother to pick up your phone and Google, and just ask the damn phone.
I'm getting used to doing that.
You have to tell Siri, though. You have to tell use ChatGPT, and you make sure you have ChatGPT integrated with your Siri, and it'll just work. It'll just work. It's very easy.
It's kind of funny because I use it for dumb things like, hey, this actor in this show, I've seen him before. What else has he been in?
I do that all the time. I mean, and some of mine are vague. And I'll be like, hey, I'm sitting here watching Starsky and Hutch, the old one from the mid 1970s. And there's a guy on here, and I'll do, I just describe the episode, the plot of the episode a little bit. And he's like the guest star this week, and he's got dark hair. I don't know who he is. Can you tell me who that might be? And they'll say, oh yeah, sure. Robert Blake guest starred on the episode that did this and this. Is that who you're thinking about? I'm like, yes, that's exactly who it is. Thank you. It's like having your, the smartest friend in the world just sitting there on your phone watching Starsky and Hutch with you.
I had literally asked the other day, I was watching a college football game, and I go, that name sounds familiar. Who did he play for before? And I said, so Siri, who did the quarterback for so-and-so play for before playing there? And it gave me the list of all the schools he played. I do. Just like this. It doesn't talk to me, but it prints it out for me.
I did the same thing. It's like, hey, Siri, whatever happened to so-and-so? Or hey, Siri, what's the net worth of so-and-so? And it'll just tell you.
Yeah. It's kind of wild. So that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. But I guess, it's going to be used. And I just, it's like everything else. It's...
look at this. So I'm not going to ever be able to afford going into a home because those are too expensive. So I think by the time that I'm getting to the point where I need someone to take care of me, I think that there will be robots that can do that. So I'm gonna have this robot going around my house. So I need to know. I need to know how to use AI right now. So I know how to talk to the robot.
Right.
And my only question is, am I going to be able to be a dick to the robot if I'm in a bad mood?
I don't think so, because you're relying on them to take care of you.
I know. I don't want the robot wiping my ass and then just poke me. He's like, well, that's what you get for what you said to me the other day. It's like, hey, if I wanted to be married, I would have been married. I don't need you for that.
You'll be wiping your butt with sandpaper.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm worried about. That's exactly what I'm worried about.
That's highly unlikely.
Yeah, right.
We've seen this play out in a movie in the 1960s.
Yeah, I forget how it ended. I'm sure it was fine. Yeah. I you know what? Maybe I should go back and watch the Terminator documentaries again. Let's see if I can refresh my memory. AI is actually fine, Mark. If AI is programmed to just be helpful to people, then that's great. And that's what everybody is so concerned about with AI. It's like, oh, it's going to grow, and maybe. But if you program it to be of service to people, that's what it will do. That's how this works. Yeah. But if you program it to just, hey, do whatever you want to do and go be your own person, that's the one that kills us all.
Well, I got a hard no on just a few things. Number one, it's a hard no is you're not putting anything inside my body.
Would you let it wipe your ass? If you're old, you can't do it yourself. You got one laying around. You got.
I don't know. I'd have to review that later. But today, no.
I mean, not today, but
10 years from now, I don't know.
If you're to the point where you're like me with walker. Here's my walker. And, you're like, oh, okay. Oh, I can't reach back there thanks to my whatever the hell happened to my back. Robot. The robot goes, oh, okay. Because it knows what's coming. It comes in and he says,
well, they say AI is going to, I was watching a clip. Somebody was saying that it was something where they were having like a round panel discussion about things, and the kids, they're young people, and it was some kind of podcast for somebody. I can't remember who it was, but the girl was saying that she was in studies and she was studying AI and this and that, right, in college, right, and the guy was saying that the guy was talking about college and how it's good for some people, not good for everybody. Not every degree is going to be worth what you paid for it in later years and all this stuff. And then the girl that was studying AI, and because the guy made a quick pop, said, hey, you know what, he said that comment, and the girl kind of looked at him and goes, she looked at everybody, she goes, yeah, like your marketing degree and these little 1 degrees like that. Yeah, well, AI will be doing all that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably true.
And it's like, wow. It's like, you know what? That's true. It's like, man, oh man, you're almost smarter to go learn AI.
I need to know now, so I'm just going to ask my guy here. So in the future, elder care is going to be pretty expensive. And then when I get into my, maybe my 80s and I'm having a hard time, let's just say going to the bathroom or cleaning myself up after I go to the bathroom. Now, maybe Medicare will be able to provide me I don't want to say a robot, but an AI powered machine it's a robot, but it's an AI robot. And if I say, hey, can you come help me clean my bum, robot? Is that something that you think is that a service that a personal care robot would be performing in the future? And what do you think, about that?
Oh, absolutely. That's definitely something that could be on the horizon. As technology advances, we're seeing more and more AI-assisted devices in healthcare. Personal care robots are already in development and could definitely help with daily tasks, including hygiene. It's a bit of a futuristic concept, but it's not far-fetched to think that Medicare or other healthcare providers might incorporate them in the future.
Okay, so hold on. So now if you get stuck in one of these robot bodies, would you wipe my ass for me?
Well, that's definitely a unique question. I like to think of AI and robots as helpers. So if we get to that point, I'm sure the tech will be designed to handle all those tasks with a lot of care and dignity. It's definitely an interesting future to think about.
Well, I wouldn't want anybody doing it but you, buddy. Thank you.
I appreciate that. I'm always here to help in whatever way I can, even if it's just
He
chatting
doesn't-
about the future and all the possibilities.
Yeah.
He doesn't mean that.
He does. He loves me. See? See that? Now, and you're scared of AI. You see, he would wipe my ass for me, Mark. Would you do that for me? No.
No.
Hey, no. Claude, no. No. ChatGPT.
I take a host to you, though.
Yeah, it's not the same thing. ChatGPT loves me more. ChatGPT
You could solve this all by just getting a bidet.
I hadn't thought of that. it's a pretty good idea. Would it be a robotic bidet?
Have you ever seen the things that Japan has for toilet use?
Oh my God, they're on a whole other planet in Japan.
They're in a whole new plane, man.
Yeah,
they
I
understand comfort of
Dude,
bathrooms.
I have a friend, I'm not going to name any names, but they spent $3,500 on their toilet, and they're like, I wish I'd bought this thing years ago. I said, would you have bought that when you were poor? I would have put that on a credit card if I couldn't afford it. It's that good. So on the off chance that I ever own a house, first thing I'm doing is I'm going to go get me one of them $3,500 toilets. And I'm probably just going to get a TV and put it in the bathroom. I'm just going to stay in there. And talk to AI once. I'm just say, hey, yeah, if this bidet breaks, are you available? And just see what it says.
All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and wrap things up, okay?
Yeah, it can't get any worse.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
So I did not notice, and I usually wait a minute. Are you in a different spot? No.
Yeah, no, I'm just kind of
not
leaning
used
back.
to seeing your kitchen behind you.
Well,
I'm
I'm
used
kind
to
of
seeing your living room.
I'm twisted because of my dead leg over here, and my
Okay.
back. My back hurts sitting in this chair, and it's very uncomfortable doing this podcast.
Because I didn't see. You know
what I need?
Your dog.
I need some Special K, Mark. That's what I need. My daughter has the dog today. She's on a little road trip. Took the dog with her.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, because she knew I'd be down with some Special K. Didn't want to leave the dog here.
I don't blame her.
It's kind of hard for me to take the dog out when I'm using a walker. That's why she doesn't leave the dog.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Because
So-
in your condo, I'm sure you have to have a leash, and
Yeah,
then you have
gotta-
to have the bag.
Got to pick up all little dog
Yeah.
treats.
So that would be kind of hard on a walker.
Yeah, it's. I've done it once. That was enough. I mean, I do need to walk.
I would love to see that one on a picture because it
Oh my God!
That
One of
would
my
have been
neighbors
difficult.
was like, "What the hell happened to you?" And I said, "You should see the other guy." And I got a good laugh out of that because that's a great joke for the masses.
For the elderly, love that.
That's
joke.
right. They love that joke, and that was a hit. I was a hit, and yeah. Then I have to hear stories about all their medical problems.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to be careful with that.
I got to go lay down here. Doctor says something, and that's what I'm telling you right now. So what the hell were you talking about before you noticed I was leaning back here away from the mic?
Well, yeah, I was looking for your dog because I was wondering. There was a question that was asked.
The dog is
And-
not answering questions at this time.
No, but I know you love that dog.
I
Even
love
though it's
the
your daughter's
shit
dog.
out of that dog.
You really
yes.
love that dog.
Yes.
And you're not faking it. And I'm a huge dog lover. I
Me
have
too.
a cat because that's what my wife has, and that's
Ugh.
and that's what I married into. It came with the package. But I had to give my dog is actually now a Floridian living with my son.
Oh, so
And-
okay.
and my
So your dog
soon-to-be
is not
daughter-in-law.
living with a lion or anything? Is that
No,
fine?
she's
Okay,
no, and she can't wait to get her own place because actually the place that they're staying at is a relative of my soon-to-be daughter-in-law, and they have a cat, and the cat terrorizes my dog. But that's besides
So
that.
you're saying your dog's kind of a pussy?
Yes,
All right.
big time, and that's the way we raised her. But there was a thing: is that how much is your pet worth, and how much would you pay to save your pet's life?
Oh, my
This is
daughter
a
and I
good
have.
question.
We had that discussion because her dog is old, and
Yes.
she had to go to the vet the other day for an eye problem, and we were talking about she gets lumps. She's an old Shih Tzu. They have these skin problems, and she has to get shots all the time for them.
Yeah.
And one of my friends ended up spending like $2,000 on their cat a couple of weeks ago, and I was telling her that story, and I said, what would you do if Jane needed like some kind of $2,000 surgery? Because I don't know how to tell you this, honey. I love Jane, and Jane's given us a lot, and we've given her a lot, and she's had a really good run. But $2,000, I cannot contribute to that. It's just, I think the most I ever spent in that dog was $500.
Yeah, we spent some serious money. My ex, actually, on her Chihuahua that she inherited from my daughter. I can only imagine the Chihuahua didn't last very long with lions, but
They never do, Mark. They never do.
so my ex actually she actually went and got one of those cat or pet credit cards that didn't use. And a lot of money before that one passed away. But when my big dogs died, you ever had a Dalmatian?
Yeah.
And I had a Lab. When they died one after another, about a month apart.
What did
and
that
they both
cost
had
you?
the same thing. Well, that was it. It was like it would have cost me. I think about $3-4 grand, and then what it would not keep them alive. It would. They weren't dying necessarily, but they were paralyzed in the back.
Oh my God!
So what I basically do is would take away the discomfort, but I would still have to pick them up to bring them outside and hold them up while they potty.
No,
and
that's
all this stuff.
No.
So the vet has to give you those ideas, because then the next thing they say, or we can.
Yeah, there's this organization called Laps of Love. Are you familiar with Laps of Love?
No.
Laps of Love will come to your home and euthanize your pet for you when you think it's time. And it's not cheap, but they come to your home. They you tell them what you want to do. It's like, hey, this is the dog's favorite spot. I'm going to cry thinking about this. This is the dog's. I'm going to lay here with the dog or with the cat or whatever. And when you're ready, you just say okay, and they give the animal just a little shot. Animal jumps for a second, and then they just slowly drift off to sleep.
Yeah, I couldn't do that, stay. And when I put my Dalmatian went first, and I couldn't stay with her, and I just kind of left her going, and that was it. And I was heartbroken. But the Lab was still alive. So, and then next thing you know, about a week or two later, she's pulling herself around.
Yeah.
And can't walk. So I don't know if they got a hold of something or what, or something. But never really said it. Just said, they were like 16 years old, almost 17 years old.
That's what
and
it
it's
was.
Just, this is what happens to big dogs, and that's just it, and it's okay. But now I didn't
16 for
her.
a big dog is old,
Yeah.
man. They don't normally live that long.
But my ex actually went in and pet her while she went to sleep.
You put your ex to sleep?
No. No, the Lab. It didn't come out right. Okay.
All right.
No, she stayed there with her. But
A little confused.
I was like, I couldn't do it. But
There's no way that I couldn't not do it. I would have to be there.
Oh, good for you.
There's no way I couldn't miss that.
But the survey said 70% of the people they surveyed would shell out any amount of money necessary for their animal.
Oh, man, I'm just
70%. It made me feel like a bad person.
I know. Call me a bad person too, because I just can't see shelling out $2 or $3 grand to help a crippled, gonna die anyway dog.
Yeah.
It's
like the same. I do the same thing for myself. When I first started getting neuropathy in my legs, the doctor says, we have a pill for this. I said, okay, and it makes the neuropathy go away then, right? Oh, no. No, it just makes you not feel it. I said, you mean the it almost feels like your legs asleep a little bit, tingles?
Yeah, I have
said,
that
you mean a tingling thing? And he's like, yeah. I said, oh, I'm already used to that. No, thank you. I'm not going to take another pill.
Yeah, I can.
What's
I can
the
do
side
that
effects on that pill, by the way?
I can do that for free.
Yeah. But it was like, so I do the same thing for myself. 17% said they would pay up to $5 grand.
Boy, that's a tough call. That's a tough call.
I'm actually, and that's too high for me too, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, and then 10%, this is where I fit into this category, would pay up to $1 grand.
All right.
But only 3% said $500, spend no more. They would not spend any more than $500.
I mean, that's me. Like $500 was like, I was like $500. I didn't have $500. I had to dump it on my Amex.
Now I used to spend
months to pay that off.
About $5. Of course, the medicine now is more expensive now. But back when I lived in Mississippi and we lived in the country, the dogs would always get. We bathed them with this kind of bath that would like horses would get.
Yeah.
And it had like a turpentine smell to it. It smelled horrible, but it's supposed to help keep the ticks off of them and stuff. Well, once in a while, the tick or would bite them, or they would get bit by a mosquito, and then they would get heartworm.
Ew.
And the heartworm medicine was about $500. And then here's what happens: they shoot the heartworm medicine into them, and it goes through their system.
Right.
And it's supposed to kill the heartworm. Now here's the fun part about it. It's $500.
Yep.
They stay in the vet for 48 hours, two days, and they either will live or die within that 48 hours.
Oh, wow.
It's a 50-50 shot that they will die taking that medicine. Because what happens, sometimes they break it up and it goes into their heart and kills them.
All right. This is becoming quite the podcast.
I know, and it's like, good Lord, that's and that was a $500 call. And I did it multiple times with my big dogs. When we moved to Florida, that was the end of the ticks and stuff like that, so we were fine. But but I never paid more than that. But there was a 50-50 shot at dying, but they weren't, you know what I mean? But there's a guaranteed shot they're going to die if they don't get the medicine, and it's going to be a horrible death. So
something happens to Jane where it's going to get expensive like that. Part of me wants to just go to the casino and just put $1,000 on black, and if it hits, I double it, and if it doesn't, good night, Jane. It sounds cruel.
I know it does, but it's like, I couldn't believe 70% would there's no dollar amount. It's like, wow.
Oh, I would love to sit here and lie to you and say absolutely, because honestly, the dog's life is priceless, but when it comes down to the actual price and the reality of it, it isn't. I can't afford it. I had to take out a loan on my 401k because I put my entire knee surgery. I have a $6,000 deductible with my health insurance policy, and my health insurance considers my knee surgery elective. Can you believe that? I couldn't even hardly walk, and they consider it elective. So I had to pay my entire $6,000 deductible, and then the surgeon charges another $1,000 to use this robotic assist so that everything is less invasive. And my insurance company says, well, that's experimental. No. We don't want to pay for that. I had to pay for that too.
They always look for every angle.
I'm $7,000 in the hole already with this surgery, and I still have. And then yesterday I get another bill for $280 from the hospital for I don't know what. I thought I paid you the day I walked in there, all that money, and so I literally had to take a loan from my 401k, which is it's like 6% interest, and they're going to mail me, which is better than the 24% interest that's on my Amex. Yeah. So
even with cashback, you're still going to be paying. That means you're not going to still not. Get
I get all these points on Amex for doing that, so I'm not mad about it. But I can't carry a balance on a credit card with that kind of interest rate. So I just went to my app and I said, oh, so they have a loan program here? I can just pay myself back. Let's do that. Your check will be there next week. I'm like, oh, okay. So I didn't even talk to anybody. They just did it. It doesn't show up on my credit. The payments come directly out of my paycheck, and because hopefully, my fingers crossed, I'll get a bonus in the springtime and combine that with my tax refund, and I'll have more than enough money to just pay it off in the spring. So I'll pay 8% or 6% interest for the next 6 months instead of 22% interest for the next 6 months.
Yeah. That makes sense.
The math
but it's sad that you have to do that kind of stuff. But I'm the same way. It's like I am not going to me personally, for my own health, I'm not going to pay whatever it takes. If I have something, honestly, is the way I feel right now. If I have something that I'm not going to survive, then I'm not going to spend a bunch of money.
Oh no! No. So listen. So this is exactly what my father faced. My dad found out that he had leukemia, and he probably had about 6, 8, 10 months to live.
Right.
He didn't tell anybody. Nobody.
How about that?
He didn't tell his wife. He didn't tell his kids. He didn't tell my sister. He was very close to
her. Were
you
guys mad or no?
Yeah, at first we were mad, because we couldn't get a straight answer of how he died. And I guess my dad didn't think about that. It's like, your children kind of need to know what you died of just so they know what to look out for later, maybe. Yeah. And the only reason that we found out it was because my aunt, his sister, ran into his doctor at the grocery store one day. Oh. And he was like, oh, hey, I'm so sorry about your brother. And she's like, yeah, we're all kind of perplexed. What did he die from? And he's like, what do you mean? He didn't tell you? And she was like, no, none of us know how he died, including his ditzy wife. And he said, well, I guess I can tell you because you're, his sister. He died of leukemia. He must have chosen not to tell anybody because he didn't want that long goodbye.
Right.
And he just dropped dead one day on a Monday morning. And that was, we were mad at him for a long time for that. But now that I'm older and have had some time to process it, I understand. And now I don't. I always ask myself, would I do the same thing? Could I keep that from my daughter?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to ruin her life.
Yeah, I think I would tell somebody, but I'm not going to throw a bunch of money at something that's going to keep me.
No,
so I can grab another month or two.
But if you knew you were terminal, but you'll be okay until one day when you're not. Would you tell anybody? Would you tell your wife?
Yeah, I think I would. We're
yeah, but then she's just going to be looking at you with like dead man's eyes, for the rest of your life. You want that?
Yeah. No.
Oh, so you want to be fussed over and fawned over. I don't want any of that shit.
No, I do, but I'm on a. I have. We're very open about that stuff. I mean, I'm on a do not resuscitate on my living will.
Yeah.
And all that. It's just like no. When it's a flat line, it's a flat line. I'm going bye bye.
Yeah, but it's difficult, man. The doctor gives you a death sentence and tells you to get your affairs in order. I mean, do you really tell anyone, or do you just quietly get your affairs in order on your own?
Well, I have my
because think about the stress, dude. Think
about
about the stress and the angst and the sadness and the craziness that you're going to put her through.
But I think we handled all that, though. When we sat down with a lawyer, both of us, that we have everything in writing.
No.
Even about how you're going to die and where you're going to go.
It's the whole mental thing of her knowing that you're going to die. She's in, and you're there to watch her go through the beginning of her grieving process before you even die. Maybe she's not sleeping, she's stressed, she's treating you differently, and then she tells somebody and somebody else finds out. Now you got a line of people out the door coming to say goodbye to you.
I may have to ask her that.
Yeah, that's
see what she thinks about that.
That is worth having a discussion.
Question. Yeah. That's a good question, because I would just like to just go on with my life, and then when it's time, it's time. I'd rather be surprised than
exactly.
Else.
But if you get that death sentence, but you have some time, do you want your wife?
Yeah, I'm
to go
trying to
through
think,
that
because
with
I think I would want to know. So I think I would have to say something, because I think I would want to know from her.
Well, that's just you being chivalrous and noble. But let's take that out of it. If it were anybody else, would you want to know? If it were me, would you want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you could tell me.
Yeah. You'll tell
and then I'll tell
everybody.
I'll tell your kids after you're gone.
I ain't telling you shit. All right, my leg hurts. I'm gonna go lay on the couch now because it's tingling and giving me like these sharp pains, which I assume is good. That means the nerves are all connected.
Yeah, at least I was gonna say pain might be good, because at least they put everything back right.
Oh, I call it. No, that's exactly what it is. I call it my dead leg. This is my dead leg now, because it looks pretty dead. Now you saw how gross it is. It looks.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah,
it's really bad. Yeah,
I kind of wish I didn't ask.
Yeah, it needs a little rest right now.
Yes.
There's about a foot-long piece of tape, and underneath that are the sutures that are dissolving. And I go back to the leg doctor, I think, next Thursday, so they can look at it. But he was right. The guy who did my surgery, I said, so how bad's it going to be? And he said, you're going to hate me for the first 3 weeks. And he's not entirely wrong. But I have a high threshold for pain, so pain is nothing I can't handle. It's just the not sleeping that was making me insane, because you will go insane if you sleep 2 hours at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what I've been doing for 2 weeks. And I finally slept. Last night and the night before, I slept about 6 hours. And I
have a really low tolerance for pain, and I'm so afraid to take anything for pain. So all I do is aspirin and stuff, and that don't always work very well.
There's actually a medical term for that. Can you believe that?
For not wanting to...
For people who have a low tolerance for pain, low threshold for pain.
What is a wussy?
It's Latin. It's candias. It's Latin. You have a nice week, candy ass. Talk to you next time.
Bye. Priceless.
Erica and Mark.
I knew it was coming.
The phone call.